Hi everyone, welcome to BohoMystic. My name is Marinelly and welcome to my channel. If you are returning, thank you so much. I truly appreciate all your support on this channel. And if you're new here, we'd love for you guys to join the fam. Today we're doing blessings incoming for the holiday. As many of us celebrate holidays during the month of December, I wanted to do something a little fun, a little hopeful, a little magical for the season. It's not only Christmas, we also have Kwanzaa, we also have Hanukkah, and we also have the pagan holidays. So there's a little bit for everyone. And if you do not celebrate any of those holidays, please take this as an incoming blessing message. And yeah, the cards are beautiful, the pictures are beautiful, and hopefully the themes will be beautiful. So today we're doing 3 groups, 3 decks. Let's do it this way. If I can remember how the camera went. The first group is going to be the Yuletide Tarot. The second group will be the Angel Tarot. And the third group will be it's brand new. Hold on. I can't believe I can't remember it. And the third group is a new tarot to my collection, and that's the Sugar Plum Tarot. I saw this on a fellow YouTuber's channel. It was Tarot with Mims, and I just fell in love. And this is created by chainassembly.com. So yeah, I had to look that up too, because for some reason I can't remember everything. Oh gosh. Anyway. Okay. So let's take this card out because that's not supposed to be there. And let's get to the groups. I'll see you there. Okay, group 1. Welcome to your reading. If you're here for the Yuletide Tarot, this is your group. I already pulled your oracle cards, and let's get you a couple tarot. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of Candles. That's the 4 of Wands. How beautiful is that? Oh, are you going to be coming together with family? Okay. Let me move this up a little bit because it keeps moving down. So let's take a look at your cards. We got quite a few here. We have some charm scripts. These are paper charms that I created in my deck, charm scripted paper charms, just FYI. And they're available on my Etsy shop along with my TikTok shop. Okay, we have butterfly, alien. Have you felt unwanted or unwelcomed in a social group, or is it feeling alien to be with people that you haven't seen in a long time? Like a reconciliation or a burgeoning of a new relationship. Scorpion, yeah. Okay, that's like okay. Has it been a while since you've been around family, friends, or this particular group of people that you may find yourself with over the holidays? And it may feel a little alien, right? You may not feel, not necessarily uncomfortable, but not comfortable. Like you're not part of the group anymore because you haven't been around them for a while. Or you haven't socialized in a long time and you are finally socializing again. Okay, then we have the Christmas wish. How beautiful. These are like story cards, and I just love the image. And I try to pick up what the image is conveying. Then we have the assassin. How interesting. How interesting. And we had Scorpion too, which brought up death and rebirth. And this says ruthlessness, conviction. I want to say that you're being asked, you're the assassin, right? Quote unquote. Meaning you're the one that has to instigate this death and rebirth cycle. Like you're the one that has to take that first step. Maybe you're finding yourself. The blessing is you're going to find the courage to call someone, to reach out to someone that you haven't spoken to in a long time. That's what I'm getting. I think your blessing is going to be that you're not going to be alone this holiday season. Celebration. And the Four of Candles, the Four of Wands. Amazing. Okay. I think, and has this been a wish of yours? Maybe a wish you really haven't said out loud, or a wish that you really haven't wanted to admit to yourself, stating, I'm okay without doing this and being with people. All right, then we have breathe. The breath is the vital bridge between your body and soul. It's the connection between the inside and outside, connecting you to the universe, spirit, and the divine source. The breath permeates your entire being with prana, which is the same life-giving force that nourishes everything in the universe. Oh, I love how there's a butterfly bursting forward from the lungs, from the center of her body. And you had butterfly here. Like you're emerging. Life within you is emerging. Life within you is emerging, I just said, and your next card is fertility. All right, let's get through the rest of the cards and see what's going on here. Group 1. This is really exciting. Oh, that's okay. Under Christmas wish, we have the 9 of good cheer, and that's the 9 of cups. With assassin. You have the magus, which is the magician. Under celebration, manifestation come through. Then we have the 6 of gifts, and that's the 6 of pentacles with breathe. Oh. Some of you may find out or get your Christmas wish and be expecting. Wow. Then you have the Holly King, and that's the Emperor. And the 3 of Candles, that's the 3 of Wands. Oh, but it looks like he's putting those candles out to bring home. I've never seen that from the 3 of Wands before. It's like as though he's lighting a runway, putting the candles in the window so that someone will find their way in. And all I'm seeing is like the air traffic people on the tarmacs bringing in the planes. Okay. Well, I have to reiterate what I just said, because I think that's a big one here. So if you do find out that you're expecting and it's been a wish of yours, congratulations. It's absolutely beautiful and it makes me emotional. Some of you may find out that you're going to be a father, because what I just saw as I was putting these down, and that's why I had to do this, I just saw the Emperor, the calling in the Emperor. You know, it could be your dad. You're going to be a dad. So I could see that. Now, yeah, that's so beautiful. Now, for those that is not the case, nor will be the case, I see this as you deciding to join in the festive, I was going to say reindeer games. No, you're going to see family. I would say if it's not family, it's people that you feel like are your family. It's a community or a group of people that have been important in your life, but that you haven't seen or have shared much time with in a while. And you've had to sort of get over yourself, quote unquote, no judgment, and call them and say, hi, what are you doing? Can I come over for the holidays? You've had to bridge that gap that was between you. I don't know if, I mean, of course, I don't know if this is because of past issues or if life got in the way. Things have been difficult. Maybe you haven't been able to travel back home or have the funds to, I don't know, make that happen for a while. Or they haven't been able to do that for you. And then after a while, that sort of becomes something between you, and then you don't see each other for 10 years. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that kind of, those kind of frustrations that sort of just became normal and commonplace between you two. And I say between you two, I don't think it's just two people, you and another person. I think it's you and a group of people. And if it is, maybe it is just your father. Maybe it's making amends, because that's all I'm seeing and feeling with this Emperor card. And there could be reconciliation in the works with a father figure in your life. Yeah. There's something that I keep hearing in the fold. So it's like you're bringing someone into the fold, or you want to be taken into the fold again. And all I'm getting from this alien card is you having felt or will feel uncomfortable, a bit uncomfortable being with these people or being in the group, because there's a little bit of embarrassment, there's a little bit of shame, there's a little bit of awkwardness, there's a lot to catch up on, there's a lot of everything. And it's very common in the holidays. Let's just be honest. It's very common in the holidays. So there's no judgment here at all. I think that your blessing is that you're going to push yourself through those uncomfortable bits and still do it. You're still going to reach out, or you're going to accept that invitation that you get every year and just kind of dismiss, say no to, or simply ignore every year. This year is different. This year, you're going to listen to yourself and acknowledge that you truly do want to be with people during the holiday season, and you're going to give that as a gift to yourself. And I think it's going to be quite beautiful. And I think that you're going to feel very fulfilled, and you're going to feel this is a death and rebirth of a portion of your emotional state, of potentially even your spiritual state. There is something here where you understand your needs in a different, more etheric level, where you're not holding on to grudges and past hurts. There's something about you having outgrown what's held you back in the past, and you're moving past them. Yeah. I think that you are ready to celebrate these holidays and not just sit on the sideline. I think you want to join in the festive atmosphere again, join in the reindeer games. Yeah. So that's what I see for you, and that's your blessing, pile one. I wish you a wonderful, peaceful, loving holiday season from my home to yours. Bye. Hi, group 2. This is your reading. I pulled out your oracles. We're going to do some tarot, and we're going to see what beautiful blessing is incoming for you guys. Group 2, please. Okay. What else do we have? Okay. That was quick. I see this one and I have to take it because it's peeking out. Bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Swords. Ooh, you are being guided, my sweets. Look at that angel over that group that's on that boat going to brighter skies, calmer waters. It's beautiful. Okay. 6 of Swords. Who is pulling up anchor and where are you going? So let's take a look at your cards. We're going to start with some charm scripts. These are my paper charms from my charm scripted paper charms deck. They are available along with a couple other decks on my Etsy shop and on my TikTok shop in case you're interested. But let's get to your cards. Wow, I have gotten the hot air balloon on so many readings since I've unveiled this deck on this channel. It's kind of crazy. There's 100 cards. There's 100 charm scripts in there. And more than 3 times. It's interesting. Okay, so we have the hot air balloon and we also have shovel. What did I just say about who's pulling up anchor, right? The shovel, who is digging up the anchor and moving away. Ooh, are you literally moving? Are you finding a place to move? Are you making a decision to move in the new year? Are you getting ready for a new start? Like new year, new you? Is that the blessing that's coming in? How exciting. It matches up. I don't know about you guys. So how my mind works and what I see and what I feel may not be what all of you guys feel and see and all of those things that I just said. But I mean, there's a big equal sign here between these two for me. I mean, what confirmation? Ooh, what was that? 2 of Pentacles underneath there. And this is you juggling and handling change that's coming your way very well. So maybe changes or decisions that you've been waiting to make or happen to you are going to happen. Underneath there, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Maybe for work, maybe what you're building. I can't wait to see what this is. How exciting. Okay. Then we have a story card, and it says the Elves Workshop. And I just take the images and see what they say to me and what kind of feeling I get from them. Again, oh my gosh. Okay. The Elves Workshop, I mean, this is the 8 of Pentacles, right? Oh, this is the Knight of Pentacles. Did I say 8 originally? I think I said Knight, and then I thought of the 8 because usually you see the Smith sitting with all the pentacles straight up. How interesting. Okay, this is work, or this is something that you've been working on for a while, and you're going to have that finished product soon. How exciting. I can't keep going because this will go on forever. The Magician, Justice, 4 of Wands. My goodness. You know what? Some of you may be breaking ground and building. I just got your home. Like maybe some of you have purchased a new build and they're breaking ground, or it will be ready soon for you to move in and you've been waiting to move in. That's for someone out there, not for everyone, but for someone. Okay, so that's the L's workshop. And then we have, it's in reverse, the enchanter in reverse. And that would be trickery, deception and trickery. Well, I'm taking it as the enchanter and it's in reverse, meaning you've probably gone through a lot to get this. Whatever this blessing is, it's like as though you've gone through a million things waiting for this to happen, waiting for your pentacles to grow, right? And you may have started even to think it wasn't coming through, it wasn't going to happen for you. Maybe you've been tricked in some way, or maybe you've deceived yourself in some way, thinking that you were going to have the success that you will have. And that's normal. We're human. We are not perfect beings, nor should we strive to be. I just want to make that clear. So, absolutely. Okay, what else do we have here? We have abundance. Yes, absolutely. This is, your blessing is whatever this is for you, this abundance, this something that you've worked hard for. So let's take the theme and expound on that, right? Because that's what it is in a collective reading. For some, it's going to be a promotion, a great market adjustment. For some, it's making that sale. For some, it's getting the offer, right? Accepted for a new house, or getting an offer period after working your butt off trying to land a job. For some, this may truly be what you're building in the world. Like, so pentacles are not just money. This could be you meeting the love of your life and you start a family. It could be getting married. It could be building an actual home with someone, moving in with someone. It could be children. So something that you've worked diligently, because we have the Knight of Pentacles. I remembered Knight of Pentacles. And I saw the Eight of Pentacles with the Elves workshop. This is something that you've mastered over time, over strife and struggle, and never stopping, not giving up when it's been difficult, when you've maybe even had self-doubt, you didn't give up. That is the abundance that's going to be coming in for you. That's the blessing that the universe is going to gift you this holiday season. And then let me get my glasses because I do need to read quite a bit on these cards. We have dream talk. Your subconscious constantly and subtly speaks through your dreams. It's just one of the many ways in which your soul and those here in the spirit world can reach out and communicate with you through signs, symbols, messages, and more. How beautiful is that? This is ancestral protection. This has been guided, divinely guided to you, for you. Oh, wow. I see that some of you have even asked for help from your ancestors, from those that have gone and have, wow, I'm hearing like left a large hole in your heart. So maybe when I say ancestors, I mean more recently past maybe. And this is their way of showing you and telling you they hear you and that they're helping bring and usher in this gift to you. Wow, I'm getting goosebumps. It's beautiful. if you feel like you haven't heard them, if you feel like you haven't had that connection, I'm sorry, I'm tearing up. It's the holidays. I've been like this a lot. I've also lost a lot of people. So, yeah. Okay. Wow. Try to keep, I don't know, closer attention, pay closer attention to how you feel in the morning. I know everybody says keep a dream journal and remember your dreams, and I find that really difficult. I dream all the time. Sometimes I will wake up because of a dream. But when I wake up in the morning, it's really difficult for me to remember. And I don't have anything to write down. And I can't be the only one that feels that way. So I don't want to just repeat, keep a journal. If that works for you, awesome. Keep a journal. But if it doesn't, what I've found to help me, and it's been quite effective, and it's something I've honed and also just realized over time, that I feel a certain way after certain dreams. I feel a certain way because of my dreams. I think that's better said. So I try to gauge what it is, what that rumbling is, what that emotion is, what that feeling is that I wake up in the morning with. And after a really long night, or after I know I had vivid dreams, but I just can't remember them, that usually tells me what I've been doing when I've been sleeping, or what's been told to me and what I've been working out, when I've been sleeping. So if that helps you, yeah. But if you feel loved, if you feel even melancholy, that's just you processing seeing them again. It's you processing having those conversations with them again, and then also being pulled away from them again. I found that to be true. Well, I've had amazing, beautiful dreams that I have remembered with passed on loved ones. I am really certain of the nights or dream of the nights of when I speak to my dad. That's something personal. So yeah, I know I had a dream because I feel so loved, and I feel, oh goodness, I feel so loved, but I also feel this longing and a sadness still. And it's not something that I struggle with every single day. But it's my dad. So I know I will be 80. Who knows if, and I will feel the same way, because that's turned out to be a significant feeling that I've gotten over and over again when I have dreams with my dad. So, okay. That's a whole thing. So maybe even your blessing is the fact that you're going to feel closer to a passed on loved one. Maybe this reading, it's in and of itself, is a blessing as confirmation that they are with you, they're hearing you, they're listening, they're trying to guide you and guide things to you, and that they're involved in your life, even if you don't feel them necessarily. So, and if I can provide that, I am really, really honored and happy to do so. Okay, that was a lot. And then, of course, then we get beacon. Yeah, it's fine. You know what? I just heard it's finding safety in a storm. So maybe you have been feeling, group 2, a little disillusioned of not receiving something or not achieving something as of yet. but know that it's coming in. You're going to come upon a beacon, and it's just for you. It's been set there just for you to take notice and for you to reach, right? For its sanctuary. I want you to know you have a beautiful blessing coming in. I would love to know what this is after it happens, of course. You are going to get that beacon of hope. I think that you are also being asked to be vigilant. And if it is regarding messaging, I don't know if this is still tied into messaging from those that have passed on. They're asking you to be vigilant because you're going to get a little message from them. And I think that's just an added bonus to this blessing. All right. You know what? We're going this way. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Star. You're doing a lot of healing in your dreams. The Star is with Dream Talk. You are doing a lot of healing in your dreams. You may be astral traveling. You may be, your higher self is taking over and working on you, my loves. There is some beautiful healing and destiny at play. And I think that you are being guided expertly so that you find your way here in the physical. And then you have the Queen of Swords. This is you knowing that. They're trying to give you that gift of knowledge. And maybe I just am getting to permeate maybe a very analytical person. The Star is in the Aquarius card. But it's also healing, and there's so much spirituality tied to this and destiny at play. And the Queen of Swords, though, could be very matter of fact. And maybe you're blocking a bit of, well, I'm getting the softer side of things. So maybe because this is air. The King of Swords is Aquarius. So there's something there with this. There's something about softening, reaching, permeating the Queen of Swords. So group 2, do you guys consider yourselves more analytical, more matter of fact, or have you found yourselves to be that way a lot lately? And if so, maybe that's what they're saying, to add belief in magic. I hate to be so trite about it or so, I don't know, silly about it, but it's not. It's not. Not at the holidays. Not when you're dealing with loss and love and emotions. So I just wanted to say that. Yeah, there's something there about that. So let's take a look at this. So I think there's going to be several camps. I think that your gift, I think that your blessing is one of abundance, just like I said before. But I think that we're looking at abundance in several ways. For some, it truly is going to be abundance with what you've built, your career, your finances, things that you've been waiting to come in. I see that coming. It's beautiful. And then I think that we're looking at a group of people that their blessing is going to be about seeing their abundance around them in a different way. And I don't want to say appreciating their abundance, because I don't think that you're an unappreciative bunch or that you don't honor what you have. But I think that some of you may have been, the word is jaded emotionally. And I can see that, especially if you have suffered a big loss. And I now see you, I can now see where you are now being asked to move away, dig yourself out of the hole, the emotional void that you've been in potentially, and move towards light, love, happiness, optimism again, hope again. Allow yourself to feel again, love again. And that's for those that have been grieving and suffering. Yeah, and maybe lashing out. You'll know if that's for you. Don't try to make that fit, because when you grieve, all of those things happen. Want it? You want it to or not, they happen. So I think you're asked, especially with this abundance and the Hanged Man, you're being asked to see the world that you have around you in a new way. Not see it as desolate and sad and lonely, but maybe start seeing it as potential for new relationships, potential for change, allowance of change in your life, potential for growth, seeing a potential for new social groups, new friend groups. I know again that may sound silly or like I'm being frivolous about it. It's not. When you have suffered a loss, you have to see your life in a different way, or you can't get through it, because you have to now see what it can be without this person. And it takes a long time for you to be able to say, I'm ready to do that. So those that are here are being guided to do that. So I think that some of you are ready. Some of you are ready to see your life as livable without them. And you have to start somewhere. And I think that's how you see abundance in a different way. And then I think for some of you, it's twofold. I think that you do have ancestral protection. I think that you are being guided, divinely guided, especially, I've been saying that from the beginning, especially now that the stars come out. You are being divinely guided. This is on your path. Know that you're going to reap your wishes, right? The elves workshop, they're working on wishes and desires and Christmas lists. You're going to get something that you've really have worked on, desired for a long time. Again, the Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles. So I'd love to hear from you guys if you want to share. And if you don't, I fully understand. I hope this holiday season is full of hope and the seedlings of joy and happiness begin to blossom, and that you take notice. All my love always, from my home to yours. Take care. Bye. Hi, Group 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's get you some tarot cards. I already pre-pulled your oracle. The other two readings were just beautiful, emotional. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah. All right. Let's see. For Group 3, what is going to be your blessing this holiday season? We get some tarot, please, Spirit. These are new, so I've been breaking them in. Okay. I think that's good. Bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Sweets. We are looking at the 9 of Wands. Okay, I verified, yes. 9 of Wands. Let's take a look what's underneath that. The 10 of Wands. Okay, someone's completing something. Page of Mugs, and that's the Page of Cups. Oh, your blessing is that you're going to get some long-awaited, I just heard the word commiseration. Maybe be, oh my gosh, what is it that I'm feeling? Like your emotions are going to be validated. That's very interesting. Maybe even feeling a little bit desolate, a little sad, a little lonely, and someone was going to reach out of the blue. Okay, let's see what else we have here. This is an interesting one already. Okay. All right, we have some charm scripts, and these are, that's that way. Holy moly. Okay, we have a couple charm scripts, and these are paper charms from my deck, charm scripted paper charms. They're available along with 2 other decks on my Etsy shop and TikTok shop, just in case. All right, we're looking at camel. Yeah, like you've been starved for affection. You've been starved for sustenance. You've been sustaining on just a little bit. You've been working so hard, right? It's a 9 and 10 of Wands. There's no question. And you finally finish. And now what? Do you give yourself permission to go out? Do you give yourself permission to go on a date? Actually think about something other than what you've been doing diligently for like the past few months? Oh, I think I may have a lot of students in this pile. Yeah, there's something about maybe really busting your butt, getting your finals done, your papers done, and you are now going to, the blessing is that you're going to be able to run out of your dorms or run into the real world, you know, like join society again and breathe and have a drink and have a dance or do something that you have been maybe neglecting a social life for a while now. Wow. Dandelion. Yeah. Like you've been hoping and wishing to not be where you've been. Like if you've been doing a lot of solitary things recently, but you've had to do them, like they're part, like they're just, they had to be done. And you've taken on tasks and you've been working so hard without a break, without a vacation for like months. And you're like, okay, I did what I had to do. I've accomplished it. I've handed in what I've had to hand. I've handed in everything I've had to hand in. And now it's me time. Like I'm taking a few days off. It's like you've been dreaming of the day that you don't have to go into work, or dreaming of the day that you don't have to go into class, dreaming of the day that you don't have to wake up early Oh, I can see this as like a parents of young kids having a night out after being home with the kids, getting help with the kids, maybe being able to sleep in. Maybe that page, is it a page? How funny is that? Maybe the page of cups really is your child learning how to sleep through the night and you get a good night's sleep. I can see that. Oh, underneath there we have the high priestess. Yeah, this is for me, the high priestess in this situation is you doing everything without complaining, doing everything silently, doing everything because you just know that you have to. It's your responsibility. I do get that it's your responsibility. It's like you did not shirk any responsibilities and you've done it without complaining. And now your blessing is that you're going to get a moment of fun. Do something for you. Something that brings you happiness, something that brings you rest, relaxation, that leaves you untethered, or where you don't have responsibilities and deadlines looming over you 24/7. That's going to be your blessing. Yeah. Stock up on those reserves again. You got to fill in your tank, right? You got to fill your tank up so that you can hit the ground running in January, because all of those responsibilities come back. This is for a collective, for a bunch of you. This group is a group that needs a vacation, needs a couple days off. That's what I'm feeling. And I think you're going to get them. And to be honest, that is a blessing, because so many of us don't get that. It's very difficult to take time off. Yeah. And then I have a story card. Oh, these are falling. And this one is the mysterious stocking. Oh, it's like waking up and just getting a free day. Maybe someone's going to get a snow day. How funny is that? Okay. It's like waking up and finding some beautiful gift out of the blue and not know, or even not even feel deserving. That's funny. I'm getting that too. Not feeling deserving of it, but you definitely are. I mean, with the 9 of Wands and the 10 of Wands, my love, you are deserving of it. So you're going to get this gift. You have a beautiful blessing coming your way. And then we have the brawler. How interesting is that? Very interesting. Lack of empathy and confrontation. Oh, some of you really need a break. Maybe some of you work in very high stress careers, very corporate atmosphere, maybe even a toxic atmosphere. I'm just hearing you've paid your dues for this break. You have paid your dues. You've clawed your way to the top and you have paid your dues. All right, we have dreams. I think this is you needing rest, pure and simple. Gratitude. Let me get my glasses because I need to read these. Life is one big continuous circle of giving and receiving energy. Be thankful for who and what's in your life instead of complaining of what you don't have. If you focus on gratitude, you'll start to attract prosperity and abundance. I think this is exactly what you've been doing. This is exactly what I said. You have not complained. You did not shirk any responsibilities. You have done everything, and you probably have been very grateful. You know how lucky you are to have a job. You know how lucky you are to be seeking and enrolled in higher education when so many are denied them. You know how absolutely abundant you are, even when things are tough. But it doesn't mean that you don't want a break. And I think that's exactly what you're getting for all of that. You guys are awesome. You guys are my plug in, plug out, doing what you have to do with no thank yous. I'm getting that because I started out this reading saying that you're going to be validated. And I think that you haven't been. I think that you've been, and I don't think that it's because people around you are toxic, like those personally around you in your personal life. I think it's because you've been so busy that you haven't allowed yourself to stop and get what you need emotionally, maybe spiritually, maybe. But now you will be able to do that. Yeah. You've reached some kind of culmination. You have. The 9 and 10 of Wands. You've reached it. So you'll know what it is. All right. And then we're looking at delicate with the mysterious stocking. Very interesting. Hidden knowledge. You got 2 of these. You're the only group that did. Hidden knowledge with the brawler. And then we have the 4 of bells. That's the 4 of pentacles. How funny. Melekvikimaka. A Hawaiian way to say Merry Christmas. I actually was just in Hawaii, and this is bringing up a lot for me right now. So, and this is under dreams. Some of you may actually be going on a dream vacation. And if not, it is it's figurative, right? You need a vacation. You need R&R. Didn't I say that in the beginning? It's rest and relaxation. You need to take a vacation. Now I'm here. Now I'm hearing What About Bob? And that's a movie. I don't know how many of you are going to even know that movie. Dear Lord. But you're like being prescribed a vacation. So you're going to, however this comes about, it doesn't have to be. So a vacation does not have to be on a plane to Hawaii. It could be a staycation at your home. It could be a bath every single night instead of a shower. It can be you having a breakfast for dinner and dinner for breakfast, or just changing things up in whenever you want to because you want to. It's having a picnic, watching TV. Those are beautiful, simple ways to nourish your mind, body, and soul when you can't potentially access these bigger ideas of what a vacation is. You can do it. And I think that your blessing is that you know it. You know it, and you're going to make it happen. And I don't know necessarily if it's even you only making it happen, because we have that Page of Cups and we have this mysterious stocking. So you may have someone in your life who is going to help you make it happen, or even surprise you with, I don't know, a date, a home cooked meal, a coffee date, cookies out of the blue, right? Invite you over for dinner, invite you to a celebration where you can kick off your shoes and enjoy some, quality time with friends. There's something like that here. And it's exciting. And I think that even though you're exhausted, you're going to make sure that you get some TLC, tender loving care. And then with gratitude, we have the King of Mugs. That's the King of Cups in reverse. Wow. I'm just getting, this is you not wanting to leave, embody, not, okay, let's start that again. This is you not wanting to leave being the King of Cups. This is you wanting to stay as the King of Cups in your life for a little bit longer. Because you've been probably the King of Swords for a while now. You've probably been, even the Emperor. I mean, if you've been getting things done, like you have with the 9 of Wands and the 10 of Wands, this is you saying, okay, no more doing, right? No more doing. I want to stay here. I don't want to move from here. How funny is that? That's a good, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, that was great. It's amazing how Spirit speaks, how the universe speaks. It really is. It takes a while to just trust that what you're getting and feeling and seeing and all of a sudden just overwhelmed with is what you're being told. And I may be saying that for some of you who may feel the same way. Or maybe some of you are honing, right, your intuitive skills. I could see that. I just want to throw that out there because that's an interesting thing for me to say in this reading. But that was a lot of fun. So you don't want, you have taken up to being the King of Cups in your life. And remember, the King of Cups is also someone who showers, right? Who shows up in the world that way. Someone who hasn't lost his head, who can handle all the emotions, but doesn't get caught up in them, but prioritizes it because he is the King of Cups. So I think that you are going to prioritize your emotional well-being. Not get lost in it completely, but you want to stay in that realm for a little longer, and you should. You absolutely should. That was cool. And then we have another one, Knight of Toys. That's the Knight of Swords in reverse. All right, well, I see that now. You don't want to do anymore. I mean, what did I say? You've probably been King of Swordsing it. Yeah, I would say King of Swordsing it. King of Pentacling it. But I would say more so the swords because you've been just, see, there is something with the Knight of Pentacles, not stopping and doing and doing and doing. But with the King of Swords, I think that you've had to cut out all of these other desires and demands in your life to get something done specifically. And I want to say it's intellectually based. So work, completing your education, writing, reading, forms, just day in, day out, dealing with people and just being overwhelmed by it all. Yeah. And I don't think you're wanting to go there anytime soon. I see why these came out together, hand in hand. Very interesting. Like you don't want to hear and receive any information. Not for whatever vacation you end up doing. It's like, not today, not for the next few days. I'm, off limits. Yeah. So awesome reading, group 3. Very unique. Very, very unique. Very, very unique. You so need a nap. You so need a vacation. You need a nap, my love. Ah. You're tired. If anyone's ever done holiday baking, it's exhausting, especially when you're like doing it for everyone else and giving them away, and you feel utterly shot at the end that you're just, it's too much. Yeah, I think you're done. You're done preparing and doing and crossing T's and dotting I's, and you're done. You're done with deadlines. You're done with acute responsibilities, and you just need a break. And I think that's going to be your blessing. You get a moment where you get to have a break. That dream will be fulfilled. You have worked, right? This is the Four of Pentacles. You have worked hard enough and have saved enough to be able to afford your own vacation. That could be metaphorical, earning and saving, or it could be spending a pretty penny and going on a vacation. But you, through your hard work and your efforts, without complaining, showing gratitude, showing respect for yourself and others, you have managed to pull this off, and you deserve it. And that's your blessing. I hope you have a wonderful time. I do hope that you get rest. I hope that you get a big recharge for the new year. And I send you my love from my home to yours always.